show evidence of having been partially devoured by their murderers. Killed by a shot in the head or a heavy blow to the skull.
Good evening. My name is Helix, and tonight I will be your raconteur of despair. Welcome to the grind. Tonight's story is a short vignette of a particular slice of information that can be gleaned into context of the whole. The time it takes place is within the story, September 10th, 2019. The location, the Babylon Club. With that in mind, tenuous meetings of new people, strangers you can desperately depend on at times for your own particular various agendas. It's a very thin razor you have to walk between trusting that person, getting the information you need out of them, and not allowing who you are to get in the way of what you want. But sometimes all of those things you have to walk get cloudy, becomes chaos. And sometimes things can come from left field and be pure confusion. I talk of this tonight because we are going to be meeting a stranger. This person is not who they seem to be. But in a world of killers and monsters, we all wear a mask that hides the vile things within us. All right. The strange and eclectic group of the Babylon Club tonight is here in full force. They move about and they all have these sharp eyes, these strange, different types of people, different walks of life, different just eras of energy, different time periods. It's like someone walked in here and never changed. It's almost like they're stuck in a time capsule. However, they adapt to the exotic nature of what this place is. The burlesque dancers and lots of alcohol and parties and open fornication and very serious gambling and dining of feast caliber food is everywhere tonight. Everything is polished, gold trim, all the furniture, the upholstery, pristine, crushed velvet. The marble bars, not a speck of dust on them. You get the feeling like this is prime night or something special. In the Babylon Club sit 3 individuals: Peacemaker, Morven, and the stripper. On September 1st, 2019, in our story, the stripper gifted a coin to the Peacemaker, which entitled them to a significant favor from the club. That favor was in the form of a request to meet an important individual. Who that individual would be was at the choice and behest of Stripper. And it is here we begin our story.
What do they go by? Obviously not their name, but may I ask?
A lot of people refer to him as the Slum
As the Slum
Lord.
Lord. Charming.
He's got eyes and ears all over New Athens. And he's a very old and very close friend of mine, so please try to be respectful.
Of course. Friend of a friend is a friend. I appreciate this, stripper.
I appreciate your decorum, and I certainly hope he will too.
So, do I refer to him as my lord then, or do I go, oh hey, slumlord every time? Because that seems a bit disrespectful as well.
He's been called worse, trust me.
Fair do.
You know he's on his way,
Better.
due to arrive anytime.
He should be here any minute. Yeah. Contrary to popular belief, he's actually quite...
Quite what? Your mic chopped out. I'm sorry.
Oh, I said, he should be here any minute. Contrary to popular belief, he's actually quite punctual.
I like to be early. 15 minutes early, or you're late. But I understand not everybody operates like that. It's alright.
Well, this is the Blackout Club. Time
True.
tends to lose meaning here.
True. I
For some
imagine
people-
somebody who's a lord has a lot to do, too.
More than you'd think.
I'm sure.
Does this mean there are other, like, interjury ranks of slum person? Like slum squire?
Some peasant. Better a lord than a peasant.
Slum baron.
I'm not intimately familiar with the workings of his organization, so I couldn't answer that. But it's probably best not to ask unless he volunteers the information first.
Fair do.
Probably better just to keep the topic of discussion to the subject at hand, the murders, and any information he can give us that can help us stop.
Do you think he knows about the Ascensions?
It's hard to say.
I imagine somebody who's got eyes and ears everywhere might be privy to a large group of people organizing something like that.
One would hope, but so far these people have been very good at covering their tracks, so we'll just have to hope for the best. Hope they slipped up, hope they did something that maybe, just maybe, my friend caught on to, and maybe we'll get lucky and he'll give us.
No, we don't have to get lucky, we just have to be smart. Nobody ever does anything perfectly. Somebody that your friend knows might know somebody that knows somebody that knows something. Just have to ask the right questions to the right people. Apply the right
So-
amount of pressure.
Networking skills.
Exactly.
What's me fucked then?
You can be perfectly charming when you want to be. In a
What's the fucking problem?
down to earth.
I don't. I guess.
A few moments later, by the way, who's drinking tonight?
Oh, hi. Cider.
Okay.
I have my usual in the black
Okay.
cup with the metallic straw. A little hint of a copperish smell if your nose gets too close.
Peacemaker?
Mine of what?
Sparkling water over ice, crushed mint, looks like a mojito. It's non-alcoholic.
Still makes you feel good when you drink it.
Yep.
A few moments later of casual conversation, in walks an individual amongst all of this kaleidoscope, prismatic mash of culture and just full spectrum of people and some not so people. Walks in someone who very clearly looks like they don't belong. There is a short man, about 5 feet, wears a long drab green overcoat, trench coat, goes down past his knees. He's got cargo shorts with several pockets added onto the many pockets of cargo pants. His shirt is almost like a cut up gray sweatshirt with what could be years of fast food stains. His hair is a very curly salt and pepper, mostly gray. Some might be dirt that makes it look black. He's got a very patched, sparse beard in places and grows much more full in others. Over-tanned skin and like a deep set overbrow and squinted eyes and clearly not well-kept teeth. This man walks in with a cigar, and immediately the room is filled with the overpowering scent of what could only be described as dish tank food slop, wet, hot garbage, and years of cigarette ashtray. And he walks in with a very wide stance, like he's over exaggerating his arms outward along to match his wide stance of his feet. And he's got this lean backwards as he takes in the place, but he's got a big smile on his face. You kind of get the sense he might be a little drunk. And he walks in and he's like, "Oh yeah, this is my kind of party." And he walks up to the bar and goes for a drink, and then he realizes he's holding one. He's like, "Oh, it's gonna be a good night. Nice." He continues walking to the bar, and he spins around and rests his arms way up wide and just leans back, hits the cigar, takes his drink, just looks around.
I get up from where me and the girls are sitting at our private booth. We can see him from where we're sitting, but
your vision, it's slightly blurred. You can see details, but it's almost like not having your glasses on or something like that. It's got a very distinct blur to it. But when you step out, things clear up and the sound clears up.
I step out of the booth. I saunter over to him in my 6-inch platform heels, slowly, which is just generally the way I walk around the club. I kind of come up behind him, not sneaking on purpose. I just am very tender-footed. And I kind of curl my fingers around his shoulders, and I lean over and I whisper in his ear, "Sweetie, we're sitting over here." And I get up and I back away a little bit, and I wait for him to join me and start following me to the booth.
Lead the way, madame.
I saunter back over to the booth. I'm not turning around to look back at him to make sure he's following me, because I'm pretty sure he is. And I lead the way until we rejoin my new friends.
How are we seated? Because I don't really want to be rubbing shoulders with...
You sit down and he does follow. He's like literally 3 feet behind you. What is immediately apparent is the stench that was invaded into this room that has turned several heads is now getting stronger to its apex when this man sits down, and it is slightly undesirable to breathe at this moment. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? I like you.
I gesture to him
Come on,
and I
give me
say,
names, give me names.
ladies,
They
this
call
is
me
my friend the
Peacemaker.
Slumlord.
Nice to meet you, Slumlord. Peacemaker.
I'm Morven. Hi.
Okay. And how about you, madame?
Don't play coy, sweetie. You already know me.
Old friends, I hear, right?
Yes.
He likes to joke.
What do I owe the pleasure?
My
Where are you
friends need
from?
some information.
Ooh. Sounds fun.
She says you're the guy that knows things.
Well, I know a guy who knows a guy who knows more guys, and
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
You should really stop being so bashful.
You are killing my fun.
I mean, she looks like a lot of fun, though.
You're already getting free drinks. What more fun do you need?
Very true. Does anyone bother to pay attention to his drink?
Yeah.
By the
Yeah,
way,
actually.
I am going to put the image of this man on the screen now.
The only way this club could be any better was if it served chips.
So everyone is paying attention to what he's drinking.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying
Yeah.
to.
It is orange soda with ice in a paper cup.
Nice.
So, you want to know some things about some stuff? Come on.
Some things about some stuff. Yeah, we do. People have died recently. I'm sure you know about it. But weirdly,
Which ones?
ritualistically. The ones that got
Which ones?
erased. Platinum on the head.
Oh, those ones. Okay,
Those ones.
I heard about it.
Do you know there's any sort of connection between the victim? Anybody drawn any lines between them?
I'm sure a lot of people have asked that question.
Well, now we're asking that question.
Well, yeah, once a person is dead, I mean, there's no point in really keeping track of them. You know they're gone. So, that was kind of like several months ago. I forgot about it, honestly. People fucking die here all the time.
Yeah. Not
But
like
they don't
that.
die like that.
Hey. Everybody has their own flavor. What's yours? He's looking at you, stripper. And he gives a glance over to the other two with a big, like, half-toothed smile.
They aren't my flavor. You know that.
That wasn't my question.
Interesting.
Flavor of
Well-
what? Like,
I'm sorry. I can't hear you.
flavor of what?
Crazy.
Oh,
My preferred flavor is more controlled chaos. So you're trying to tell us you know
If I had a whip, I'd
absolutely
crack it.
nothing.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that at all.
He said a lot
Well,
of
good,
people
now
have
we're
asked
getting
the
somewhere.
question. Have other people asked the question to you? I'm sure the police asked it many, many
No,
times.
you are the first. And that's what I like to hear. Now, it is my business. Hey, anybody got a light? My cigar went out. Hey, buddy, you got a light? He's looking at
Probably do in my bag.
whoa. Can I get it?
Yeah, here.
smoking's allowed in here?
He kind of reaches up and grabs your hand to steady it. And you he lights it, but you feel like you need a shower.
So,
Much appreciated.
you're welcome.
So we're really the first people to ask you about these murders. Nobody else has come out of the woodwork, asking questions, sniffing around, maybe sniffing
No,
around where
no,
they don't
no,
belong.
no. You all are the first person to ask me, which is great for me. But I'm sure other people who know about such things, they've asked questions to other people.
Well,
We're not the only ones that know what's happening, obvious.
You are not.
we'd appreciate a catch up.
Who else knows? Do you know?
Some of the powerful people in this city. The sovereigns from on high. They know.
pardon me, but I'm a dreamer, as you call it. I have no idea who these sovereigns upon high are.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, I have similar fucking questions, mate, but here I am anyway.
The stripper kind of sits back and tenses up a little bit, and if you're looking closely, you may catch her kind of roll her eyes a little bit. Like maybe she was hoping it wouldn't get out that there was a dreamer sitting at the table, but cat's out of the bag.
This is adorable.
Yeah. She's useful.
She
Well, they
takes
all are
notes.
useful. Everybody likes a
Well.
cheeseburger now and then.
Slublord,
Ah,
please.
What? Please what?
Don't talk about her like that. She doesn't know, and she doesn't need to, because she'll be awake soon.
Your cheeseburger had lotto numbers sometimes, maybe.
yeah.
I like
I
her.
have these. And just flash my cards at him. Apparently that makes me useful.
Oh, Morven, come on.
Oh, you played the table? I spotted that when I walked in. You should go play.
No, tarot cards, mate.
Yeah,
For divining shit.
yeah. You should
Oh
go
wait,
play.
yeah, there's that game near the front. Ah, well,
She
what-
doesn't gamble.
Well, or what they're gambling with is
Hey,
probably far out with
There's
my
always
pockets.
a
So.
perfect time to start.
The
Not
stripper
for
kind
her
of
right
forcefully places her hand down on the table in front of the slumlord, and she looks at him very sternly and says, "She doesn't gamble, and she is not going to."
Does your mom have a curfew for you as well, darling?
10 p.m.
Oh, okay. You can tell he's fairly drunk.
Getting high on orange soda, mate.
Awful judgy today, ain't we?
That's every day. It's fine.
Have you know this is my prized imbibement.
All right, this ain't Keenan and Cal and we ain't at the Good Burger. We're here to find out information, and you're holding out on us.
Well, unless it's a sort of, information goes to the highest bidder type deal, or I don't know, someone else has already kind of convinced you to shut up or something. Seems like that complicated stuff will probably.
No.
Interference.
I spoke the truth. You are the first ones to ask. I did not see this information as relevant because dead people are dead people. And they essentially were kind of nobodies, as far as I know, maybe. It's a little hazy.
As far as we know, the murderers of those people, murderers, is still alive. They aren't dead, so they must still be.
Okay.
Do you have any
Was
idea who
that-
those are?
Oh. What's your theory?
Who was he asking?
You.
My theory doesn't matter if it isn't the truth. We need the truth. We need facts. We need information. And you have it.
Who do you think did that to those people.
Some people.
Someone with some very powerful magic.
The Ophion Society is a name I've heard thrown around. I'm sure you've heard of them. Smart guy like you. Come on.
The boogeyman.
The boogeyman. You've got to know. You know, there's more than one of them. There has to be, right?
Oh, yeah. You never
one
know.
Of the powers that be in the high ups above.
You never know who they could
about-
be. That's the
Exactly.
crazy thing. Like, they could be sitting right next to you, and you'd never know it.
Yeah.
When Eve says the Ophion Society, the stripper may unconsciously start rubbing her forearm with the opposite hand over the leather sort of cufflinks that are covering that part of her arm, just absent-minded.
Yeah.
So
As
back,
far as I
back to
know,
my question. Miss Stripper Lady, who do you think did it?
I think somebody is trying to bring about the end of the world by forcing ascensions. And I think whoever
Wait, what?
is trying to go for that ultimate power grab is behind these murders.
Are you sure?
If I were sure, I wouldn't be asking you.
Oh, okay.
wait,
It just didn't make sense.
idea. You said that people awaken after experiencing very, very extreme mental trauma, right?
Ah.
Dreamer.
Yes.
So, is the reason why the murders are the way they are is because they made someone watch that to awaken? Or something? That'd be a possibility.
Or awake to this table. That never
Or if it-
happened to me.
If I saw a whole orphanage, you know, a bunch of kids with eyes in their throat.
An orphanage. There's an old orphanage on the estate where some bodies were found. Why didn't you ever tell me that? We'll talk about that later.
Hmm.
Slumlord.
Hmm? Yes.
These higher ups, movers and shakers, and powerful people.
The Godzillas.
There's some names.
Do they call themselves that?
No, I do.
Some whispers about who might be Ophion Society. Or maybe some whispers about people making plans for ascension.
Now, nothing is free, but suppose I had some information on someone who could be closely connected.
Okay.
To the Boogeyman Society.
Mm.
The elusive people you never see. Suppose I had some solid information. What would it be worth to
Suppose.
you? What would it be worth to you? Stripper, how much
Good amount.
do you think that information is worth? Hmm?
Probably a lot.
A
Probably
favor,
a lot.
maybe.
Now,
Depends
how
on the
much?
information.
How much? How much would that person pay, you think, to keep it a secret?
Don't know, but
Are you keeping someone's secrets?
of course he is.
Oh yeah.
I can't outbid a superpower.
Might as well know how much the bid was in case we can find someone who can.
Well, all depends.
What would it take?
Everything's for sale.
But everything comes at a cost.
Well, yeah, that's what a sale is. Well, I mean, have you done one of those? What?
Look, what exactly are we selling here? Is this like stuff to do with money or material wealth, or are we talking abstract shit like emotions and memories and sanity?
You're not selling anything. You're buying my shit.
Buying with what?
Whatever we have to sell with.
What do you got? Huh?
I don't know. I've got a pretty cool art scalpel.
No.
What do you want?
Ooh, I want a lot.
What does a slumlord want?
Kicks back. Puts his arms on the bench. I want it all.
Don't we all? What if I can help you get it all?
I'd call you a liar.
Don't be shooting yourself in the foot here, dear.
Our alliances lies?
Ooh,
Making
alliances.
Friends? Sharing information? I don't call that lying. I call that mutually beneficial.
Okay. I'm listening.
Well, clearly we're going to be doing some heavy lifting. Clearly we're going to be engaging some individuals that are dangerous. Your name could be left entirely out of it when we go to engage them. And somebody will need to take their place when they're gone.
That really sounded like a veiled threat. Did she just threaten me?
Not to you.
I really fucking hope not.
No.
The stripper puts out her hand in the middle of the table. And she's like, now, children, let's calm down. There's no need for hostility. As a matter of fact, Slumlord, have you heard of the Gilded Mead Mug of Scandinavia?
The what?
It's a part of my private collection. You know all about my collection. We go back years.
Okay. I'm listening.
It's been gathering dust in my apartment for some time. Sure, it's a nice party trick to pour whatever liquid you want into the mug, and then it magically transforms into whatever you wish you were drinking. It's not really much use for me anymore, but for someone like you, I could see how you might find some value in it. You wouldn't have to keep paying to come into the club.
Oh.
You could have your orange soda whenever you want.
Oh, I don't mind. And he sloughs out about 20 gold coins onto the table. Oh shit, my bad. And he starts scooping them back up.
It's a lot of gold you're throwing around there.
So you want something more valuable than club currency? Is that what you're getting at?
Yeah. I want the good stuff.
Could you be more specific, please? Time is money.
I want to
Spell it out for the dreamer.
Aye, thanks, Mom.
Sacrifice.
Oh, right.
Like
I don't know.
True value in something is how much a person suffers from losing it. How much it no longer makes them a whole individual. That's value.
Okay.
Hmm.
I don't know that. I mean, what? Again, we talking material stuff or abstract shit like memories and whatnot?
Little column A, little column B. Why not both? This is fun. This is the best night I've had in weeks.
Glad to provide the entertainment, even though it's evidently not valuable.
Oh, the entertainment is sentimentally valuable for several reasons. As he stares directly at the stripper.
History?
Me?
I don't mind not knowing the mystery.
History's always a mystery.
Right. I'm aware that I'm a dreamer. I'm probably not in the best cases to do shit. But if I give up a silly answer for something to sacrifice, promise you're not gonna fucking laugh.
No. I laugh at some dumb shit, so hit me.
Fair enough.
Fuck it. I never fucking want kids. So if it's like weird sacrificial, gory ritual shit, you can have my fucking ovaries if you want. I don't.
But if you never want them and you give that up, it's not that much of a sacrifice, is it? Because you want to give that up. I don't want the things you want to give me. That's not how this works. I want the things you never want to lose. And he gets real serious. The tone shifts abruptly.
Look, mate, this is a really cool art scalpel. I do actually have a lot of good memories with this art scalpel.
I'll give you something I never wanted to lose.
How about your hands? I'm sorry, what?
Left hand.
Something you never wanted to lose?
Oh. Control.
Hmm.
Temporary. in the form of a favor.
I'm listening.
I'm sure you need favors done and errands run. I'm sure you have things that need to be taken care of without questions being asked.
I have an army of that.
All right. You don't have an army of me.
I'm listening.
I can get to places where others can't, people that others can't. I have access to no small amount sensitive, personal, medical information. There's somebody important you need to get inside the head of. I can do that.
And this would be in the form of what? Service? Object?
Service to retrieve an object? Whatever your flavor. That's the point, isn't it? Is me giving up control.
It sounds more like a job than a sacrifice.
Doing a job is a sacrifice, but all right.
Fair point. Fair point. Fair point. They always say when you work for yourself, you're always
Must
on the
be nice.
clock.
True.
Your offer's intriguing. We'll come back to that.
Fair enough.
How about you, stripper? What are you willing to sacrifice to maintain?
The stripper puts her hand up, and she's got her long black fingernails that are about, probably about 1.5 inches long, and they're shaped to a point.
He's got
Like the popular
claws.
style now. And she takes her pinky finger, and she bites down on the nail, and she kind of wiggles her hand back and forth, and you can see her face contorting in pain, and then she snaps her head, and she rips the nail off, still holding it in her teeth. She plucks it out of her teeth. She puts it on the table. She slides it over to the slumlord, and she says, "Without this, I will be permanently weakened. I'm still strong, and I can still hold my own in a fight. But I don't want to lose that nail. What do you say to that?"
That's pretty solid. That
Do
was
you
some
need
cool
like,
shit, right? That was some
do you
cool
need
shit.
like a band-aid or something? Are you okay?
She'll be fine.
She's an ally I'm glad to have.
If you look at her pinky finger, you can see the flesh is a little raw, a tiny bit bloody, but it's not quite dripping, and it's kind of moving and undulating, like it's sorting itself out, but the nail is not growing back.
Eve is trying to hide how much she is staring enthusiastically at it. But it's very interesting to her.
So, all right. He kind of just like he does one of these numbers over the nail. He's just like, okay, solid. I'll accept that one from you.
Are you demanding a sacrifice of all three of us?
Oh, yes. Most definitely. But theirs is much different than yours. 'Cause keeping knowledge and giving knowledge, two different things.
She kind of lets out a sigh of frustration and sits back and just kind of like,
So the stripper is safe. Their secrets are safe. As he claws and accepts the offer, slides it into one of his pockets. Pleasure doing business. Who's next?
Right.
Don't everybody speak at once. It's not like I'm a busy man or anything.
Aye, right. Okay, right, these. I can't see nearly as well without them. I'd really rather not lose them. They're fucking expensive, but you can have them.
I can get you 40 of them from Walmart.
Oh, these are prescription, mate.
I know.
Fine. Well, offer number 2 is... Apparently they keep me about from my tarot reading, I think. So, unlimited tarot readings for you, given that the atmosphere's right enough for me to do my job.
It's interesting. How about... Do you want me to make an offer?
Why not?
How about your ability to do tarot readings?
I mean...
That look. You see that look? That's what I was looking for. Yeah.
The entire reason I'm kind of here... I'm trading one source of information for another, and no offense to you whatsoever, pal, but I'd rather have my own personal source in my pocket to carry around than having to jaunt round to your place every time.
Hey, it's an offer. Don't have to take it. But I can say this. The information I have is valuable enough for a fairly well-known and respected person sitting next to me to not only give up a piece of who they are, but a token and access to who they are, their identity, their control. Hey, there's that word. Their control over their security and their safety. Because in this world, you can do a lot of things with that nail. Oh boy. Like I said before, I want the things you never want to lose.
I
Okay.
turn to
All the joy drains from his face as he finished that sentence.
Fuck it. Currently sitting an arts degree, and I just generally like having depth perception. Fucking take one of my eyes, then
Ooh, you sacrificing eyes. Ooh,
not both of
That's-
them, just one.
that's more more you know. I'm not the person to talk to
Sugar
about
tip.
eyes.
Who's the person
I didn't
to
say
talk to about eyes then?
You know, if they were here, it'd be really awesome to see. I'd sit and watch. But I mean, if they were here, you would definitely be talking to them about that. Mm-hmm.
Morven. What about a
Alright.
card from your deck?
What?
The deck would be incomplete. It would be unable to give totally accurate readings. It'd be a hindrance.
Oh. Well,
She's not awakened. The deck isn't special. Don't tell her
It is
that.
special.
Not yet.
Oops. Not yet. I mean, giving me that card now, it doesn't do me shit.
You know what would? This.
What's that?
This would do shit for you. This was a gift I got. From a friend. A close friend that I
You got friends?
I do.
I
Believe
like-
it or not.
I like friends.
I'll be your friend.
I don't believe you.
I share with my friends.
I don't
Why
believe
don't you
you.
believe me?
Because
Why
you look
not?
like a liar.
You can't tell a book by its cover.
Oh, yours looks like it's covered in bullshit.
They've been honest with me so far, for what it's worth.
I'm stealing that line though. Thank you, sir.
I mean, what you're holding, I'm listening. What you're saying smells bad. And take it from me. That's bad.
What I'm saying smells bad. It's an artifact. It, in the presence of power, it absorbs that power.
Okay.
Somebody, tries to generate big charge and you're nearby, this grabs it.
Generate or cast?
Create.
Sorry, and charges are what?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'm keeping notes.
So am I.
I know you know what I'm talking about. You're smarter than you let on.
I've heard about it.
Mm-hmm.
Never seen one.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds cool. Is it real?
It's real.
Can you prove it?
Put one of my own in it.
I'm waiting.
All right. then that's
Stripper.
what I'd like to do.
You know
Yes.
he's trying to provoke someone to break the rules.
I put my hand out and I put it on top of Eve's, the hand that's holding her charm. And I say, now, this is neither the time nor the place for any of this. And when I say any of this, I look very pointedly at the slumlord and I give him kind of it's like a cross between the facial expression version of a crossing guard stop sign and a how dare you kind of tone in my voice.
Someone's trying to get the newbies to use magic and get kicked out.
Oh, well, I mean, kicked out.
Well,
Kicked out's a loose term.
in trouble.
Mm.
If this
Okay,
is how
sure.
you treat your friends.
Oh, I didn't say he was my friend. I said I like
Yeah.
friends.
You said you liked me a minute ago.
I do, but you're not my
Guess it
friend.
changed. That's too bad.
I never said I didn't like you.
We should change that.
So you want me to hate you?
No, we should be friends.
Oh, okay. I'm listening. Now, Stripper, you can sit back down. I'm cool. She's known me since before I was me. So,
Old friends. Old friends, I take it.
well, I mean, we don't hang around in the same circles. Hey, I mean, have you seen what we're wearing?
Hmm. You do look like oddfellows. The pair of you.
Inside buildings and establishments, they don't like me. That's why I stay outside in the street.
Your natural element.
Yeah. Smell like the city. But I do like that trinket you have there. I'm listening.
Well, I don't want to lose it. But if it would suit you better than a favor, for some information.
You know, I
might
think
be-
it might if it checks out, and I think it is what I think it is. I can get back to you. Hang on. And he pulls out like 4 flip phones. Kind of sets them out in his hand, and you see him flip them all up. And you watch as these are like the old style touch phones, like analog buttons. It's not a touch screen. And he's using 4 fingers to type all 4 phones and send messages to 4 people all at once.
Could probably get on Guinness Book of Records with that.
Just hang on a minute. What? Records? Really?
That's a
Guinness
talent.
Book of World Records.
I mean,
Most of the phones typed on at once or some bullshit. There's a record for everything these days.
if you want to get clapped by the Sandman, sure, yeah, get on there. And
Mr. Sandman, build me a dream type Sandman, or is this someone else?
hey,
Someone else.
Don't even say that fucking song.
She's
That
a
ain't
dreamer.
cool.
She's a dreamer.
Pardon me, good sir.
She
You hear that
doesn't know.
song? Hey, you're taking notes in this, right?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Yeah. You hear that song? You fucking run. That's all you do.
Well,
You run.
that's completely ruined that little bop for me, thank
You hear that song? You run. Just some friendly advice. And he goes back to typing on his 4 cell phones. He's like, I'll get back to you in a second. By the way, Morven, why don't you go ahead and think of what you need the most in your life? Or what you have that you need to keep the most in your life. And let me know when you
my
think of it.
lungs.
Fuck, that's a good one. Why are you trying?
No.
Listen, I'm not the person to talk to for organs. You understand?
Okay, so not an organ. What's with... Should I even be asking fucking questions at this point?
You know,
Something in your nose?
oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Little bit of a cold.
A little bit.
I think there's
Or do you have
something
any
going
idea
on.
what he's talking about?
No. It doesn't matter.
See?
Fine.
Totally safe. As he looks over at the stripper and says that. Very softly.
The stripper just has a very frustrated look on her face.
And no one caught it immediately, but to the viewer, I believe, if my memory serves correctly, no one told the slumlord that Morven is named Morven. Is that correct?
Morven did.
Morven said their name?
Yeah.
I introduced myself as Morven.
Okay. Cool.
But
I just wanted to make
didn't.
sure.
Yep, Morven's Morven.
A few moments later, he's like, yeah, that's legit. I'd like to have that.
Sure you would.
You want to give it up?
No.
Good. Now she's getting it. I love this game.
This better be a big name.
Oh, it's more than names, yeah.
Alright. Fine. Fine. Here. Here.
Thank you. Much obliged, much obliged, much obliged, much obliged.
Pleasure.
Indeed. So, rounding out our evening from the precious Morven.
Eve.
The
We'll go
sweetest
back
gifts
a-
from the
a
ones who
little
have the
further.
most to lose. Come on, come on, come on.
What'd you say, Morven?
We go back a while, don't we?
A bit?
Okay, so if you don't mind giving me somewhere to crash for a while, guess I've been postponing moving out for a good while. How about I give you the keys to my parents' house and I never fucking go home again? That's a pretty big part of who I am.
Morven,
Like,
just
if we're going more metaphorical.
we keep you around for more than tarot cards. Just give him your tarot cards. Don't drive yourself to
You
homelessness.
said they didn't mean shit or some
Hey.
earlier.
Hey, I will have you know that homelessness is quite liberating. It's only after you've lost everything that you are free to do anything.
Except have a house.
Well, yeah, I mean, I have several. I maybe stepped foot in them once. I don't remember.
Why bother with them?
Exactly. You see, the insides of buildings, they're just cages. The
Even this one?
outsides of buildings are great. It's going in them that sucks. This one in particular, not so fucking bad, I will say.
I know a friend of a friend that you would just hate. He exclusively stays inside. And only in one building.
Ooh, a puzzle.
I already gave you a favor.
I'm gonna roll to see if he can solve it. Nope. That was a 99. Cool. But you've made your deal. You're good. You're squared away. You are in like Flynn, as they say. You've noticed, everyone has really noticed, over the course of this conversation, he has changed his tone, his speech patterns, his inflections, his accent, almost fluidly. Like, just the whole vibe of him is almost rolling and inconsistent. It's like, it's the same personality, right? It's one person that's coherent through the whole conversation, but it's like you're talking to 40 different personalities since you've seen him. But you know it's not like separation personalities. If it is multiple personalities, it's not separated. It's one person talking to you, but he has an access and breadth to so much culture. It's like he is everyone. So come on, Morven. Chop chop. I gotta catch a bus. He starts, as you're thinking, he starts downing a couple shots
It's at a bus, right?
of orange soda.
Wouldn't a bike be more convenient than a bus? Morven, isn't that your only mode of transportation? A bike?
Aye.
2 plus 2.
It's got to be a little more juicy than that. Like, it can't just be a tangible object. It has to be attached to who you are. Nobody wants to lose themselves. I don't know why you're here, but I'm sorry. And if you want to make the deal, you're going to have to make the deal. Because the deal is what you never want to lose. Because that's what truly has value. Again, his tone and his speech has changed. Even his posture shifts. He goes from drunk to not drunk. Like to dark to happy. It's everywhere. It's all over the place. You can never like pin down who he really is.
Well, I do have a few things that are objects attached quite closely to who I am. I don't have to have them on me. The only other thing I can think of are either fleshy bits that apparently you don't deal in, or intangible shit like memories.
I'm not saying I don't deal in fleshy bits. I'm just saying it's not my wheelhouse. Memories, cool. Yes. Doable. Definitely doable. But like, let's put some examples on the table. You do tarot cards, which is cool. Your ability to ever do tarot cards again would be
no.
Totally credible. See, when she says no, that's the one. That's a good one. That's how you know. Anyway, so you said the bicycle. So I'm thinking your ability to ever transport yourself again, because the puzzle you gave me earlier gave me some ideas. See, like the guy that never goes anywhere, right? And then you said bicycle. So I'm thinking like your entire complete spectrum of mobility. That's a good one.
You want to put her in a wheelchair for some information?
Nope, wheelchairs move.
What, you want to take away my arms and my legs and turn me into a nugget?
No, you can still be wheeled around. You're not getting it. You're not getting it.
Fucking locked-in syndrome?
I mean, like a tree.
What, being a tree?
No, well, maybe. I mean, that's doable, but never being able to move.
I feel like this is that one scene in Ghostbusters where she's all like, choose your destruction.
Oh, yeah! I've seen that! I've seen that! Yeah, I remember that!
Right.
Yeah!
I should stop fucking giving you ideas.
I'm
Well,
good.
then maybe have, like an ex-boyfriend that you loved a lot and it broke your heart or something. You can tell him a lovely memory of.
Haha, no, romance and sex and I.
So,
no.
okay, think
No.
of the thing you wanted to give me your first offer, which was your ovaries, because you never wanted to have kids. How about the pain and long-term suffering of having 20 kids?
I almost went through the pain of nearly having won. 20 of the little shits. That would be fucking hell for them. I'd rather not.
Hey, everything's on the table. It's all negotiable.
Memories, right?
Yeah, memories are doable. If they're good ones. And, you know, valuable.
Strong component of who I am. I'll be weaker without them, in that they make up a lot of who I am, and I find a lot of strength in them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She has no idea
Memories
who
of-
she is she? Does she? Like,
She's a dreamer.
yeah, but
It's hard to know when
if
you're not awake.
if
like
she's
that.
connected, he's just like, he's kind of disregarding you, but still talking to you because he's like turning his head back and forth. But he's like more referring to the stripper, like to face them directly as he's talking. He's like, she doesn't know who she is. I mean, if
Of course
yeah,
she doesn't.
yeah, like, okay, yeah, she's a dreamer, but if she's in this building connected with two obviously
Yes, I know. I get it.
we'll say powerful individuals, she's
Someone.
potentially gonna be someone, yeah. And those cards are a strong indicator of who that someone might be, or at least a general ballpark. So what I'm getting at here is who you think you are now is not who you're gonna be once you are who you're gonna be. Once you are who you will be.
Morven, I know that might not make a lot of sense, but I can tell you from experience this time.
It makes some sense.
They know.
It makes some sense. But I don't know
They know.
what I'm gonna be. I don't know what I'm gonna be, and I am not who I'm gonna be, so I can't trade in who I'm gonna be. I can only trade in who I am, and I do know who I am. Thank you very fucking much. Which was why I was away to offer.
Oh, totally. I didn't say
memories.
you didn't. My bad. I misspoke. You know who you are now, but that's not gonna matter once you are who you will be. You see? Because that person's gonna be gone. Am I right, Peacekeeper?
Waking up is an experience.
Ain't it though?
You're not the same after.
I gathered that.
Do you think I was always like this?
It's a bit of
I
a
could see
point.
it.
Ouch. That hurt. She's got teeth. That hurt.
They're hidden, but she has them. I told
Hidden.
you she's
Aye,
small.
thanks. Look, what was a way to offer was memory of my sister. She's half the fucking reason I'm here. In fact, more or less all the fucking reason I'm here, to be perfectly honest with you.
I'm listening.
She's potentially, as far as I'm aware, connected to this whole case. And
Oh.
it's
Ooh.
through a lot of my memories with her that I've become the person I am today. So, and if future me really isn't going to be current me, and it won't matter, then that seems like the best.
Okay.
And free tarot readings for you.
Oh, you're gonna have to sweeten that deal.
And my eye.
And
Free
no.
tarot readings and the memory of her sister?
See, the free tarot readings only matter when you are who you will be. That's what matters. Because that's going to matter. That's going to matter a lot.
Does Morven have her cards on her?
Yes.
Always.
I turn to Morven and I say, hand me your deck.
Be fucking careful with them, please. I'd pass them over.
I take the deck. I shuffle it up a few times. The other girls might be surprised at how nimble and how accustomed I am to handling and dealing tarot cards. And I finish by cutting the deck and stacking all the cards into one pile. And I turn to Morven and I say, draw him a card.
You're muted.
Oh, bit impromptu, but like, what question are we trying to answer here? We
We're
need to
not
kind of
trying
have
to
a
answer a
vague idea.
question. We're not trying to answer a question. We're trying to make him an offer. Just draw a card.
Fine.
Now slide it over to him.
There you go.
And I turn to him and I say, whatever is on that card is a possibility. It's a branch of her timeline. It's a possible future that if she gives to you, she will never have a chance to live. Is that good enough?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I turn to Morven and I ask her, is living without that one possible future worth preventing the end of the world to you?
I mean, yeah, if it prevents the end of the world, losing one future is better than having no future.
I turn back to the slumlord and I look him dead in the eyes and I say, do we have a deal?
Color me intrigued. So, just to roll it back and reiterate, you're giving me that fortune from your life.
Well, she is, but yes.
Right.
All past, present, and future of it. I like this deal.
Say yes, Morven.
Yes.
Accepted. And he smacks his hand down on the card. It's not flipped over yet. When you turn this card over, a very sickening feeling washes over you. It's like you inhaled and absorbed toxin. You begin to feel weak. Your breath shortens. Your chest tightens. You feel your fingernails just crawl, and your bones ache as they feel like they're stretching. And then you feel it's almost like your blood begins to heat and becomes visibly hot to the touch. And you begin to shake a little bit. Your arms at first, then your shoulders, and your body, and your legs. And you almost go into convulsions. What the other two people see on the table as the card flips over, you see the justice card, and it begins to flush with blood and spill onto the table and then ignite in fire. And that is a perfect time to pause our story for now. Thank you for watching.